guys, we are on our way to pick up the Thunderbird. So we are in tow, shot up here right after work, and hopefully we can get her back with no problems. Tires, air up, and all that good stuff. Okay, so we are almost there, and we'll see how it goes from there. So we'll get her loaded up and we'll bring her back in. See you in a minute. Not too bad. Here's our bird we're taking. Check this out. In pretty nice shape. Yeah, pulling the old Cougar out. I get to drive. Even speedometer works. Look at that. How cool is that? Alright, I guess I better pay attention here. Cool little car. Well, that was a fun ride. That's cool looking. Lock the window. Cougar number 2. So, time to move the bird. Going for the bird's first ride. Check that out. Well, we're getting her pulled here. Can't see none off the glass. Alright guys, we are locked and loaded. Whew. It's a workout. So yes sir, get this bad boy home, get her washed off. Looks pretty nice underneath. Pretty stoked about that. So see, the door panels need a little work. Other than that, I mean, it's pretty clean looking. So I'm curious to see what she's gonna do. We put a battery in it after we wash it up. Yeah, check that bad boy out. Heck yeah, boys and girls. Alright, time to go grab some of their goodies. We'll be back. So this old 5's been sitting here for, since 2017, I think. Is the last plate on it. This has 5,200 miles on it. So I got it running for her, change oil, put some fresh gas in it, and now we're going to put a fuel pump in it. Like I say, it says 5,200 miles on it, so she's been sitting for a long time. 4.6 car. So I get a fuel pump put it, and we're going to run it up to the house here. Got our Pinto here. It's 1980. Rocking the sunroof. Yes sir. Look at that. All kinds of goodies. Nostalgic. Yes sir. Woo. Oh, I really want the LN7 over there. So we're grabbing this bad boy yet. Not today. Alright. EXP sitting out. There's an EXP sitting out back. Might snag that and this one, make one good one out of it. Alright guys, let's get this bad boy home and see what we got under the covers. Whew. Alright. Alright guys, we are almost home. You can see the bird is in the back. She is in tow. And yeah, it's been a little sketchy. I started taking off and it was like click, 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 click. I thought, what is that? So I got out, checked it out, and I thought, I'm not sure if that is a U-joint going on me or what, because this thing's been sitting since forever. There's no license plate on, so I'll have to look at the registration. I couldn't really get in the passenger door. See the molding starting to peel just a little bit on the one side. So I had to check my straps a couple times. It wasn't strapped. It doesn't seem to want to bite down very good. So we're almost home. So thank you, Jesus. Get me home. So other than that, the clicking went away. So we thought, cool, we'll bump her up to 50 mile an hour and we're good to go. So I didn't know if the exhaust is broke, because they had dual exhaust on it. I think it fell off. Yeah, so I think the exhaust is broke and it's hitting the drive shaft. That's my theory. So hopefully that's it. So we got like 2 more stop signs and a couple curvy roads and about 10 minutes from home. So we're almost there. So it's about a half hour plus. A good 45-minute ride from my house. So that's not too bad. But I notice my strap for some reason wants to keep loosening up because every time I stop I can see the wheels rolling back and forth just a little bit, and that should be pretty tight. So yeah, so we might check it before I get to the final leg here just to make sure we are good to go, because boy, I hate to leave that sucker on the side of the road because he's pretty nice looking. I'm really curious to see how it's going to look when it's washed. I'm really curious. The clutch feels funky in it. Yeah, I'm not sure on that one, so it might be critters up in there because they push the clutch down. It feels like it only goes halfway. So I've run this before where there's a nest in there. Not a big deal. I'm probably gonna pull the engine out anyways and clean it. Looks like she's a road oiler. And I don't know. We'll fire it up first. We'll see if it runs. We'll see if it runs. I guess we'll go that route first so we can get it running. So hopefully the fuel pumps are good because the electric fuel pumps because it's a turbo coupe. But other than that, we'll get her home. We'll see you guys there. Oh yeah, we threw a battery in it just to see if the lights come on. Dude, she lights right up nice. That's sweet. Lights up really good. Dome lights work. Shoot, nice. License plate lights even work. Heck yeah, man. Well guys, it was a late night from work. It's almost 9 o'clock at night. And I want to get this washed. It rained a little bit today, so you can see it kind of clean it off some. But yeah, we want to get it washed and see how clean it really comes out. So I've been looking online for some factory wheels because I like the OE wheels. I think they're sharp looking on this car. So other than that, we're going to get it moved and get her up here closer to the washer. So we're going to pull it up here. So we got to move old Blackie here. And we're gonna park her up next to the white Merc, and we'll go from there. I gotta hook the battery up in this thing. I'm that guy. I leave the batteries unhooked and everything. Okay. Yep, it needs to be cleaned. This hasn't been cleaned in probably 2 years. This thing starts good. I tell you what, guys, that AED carburetor. Man, classic. Let's see what we got here. Oh, belt squeal, belt squeal. Yes, sir. There's the NBU gauges. Look even awesome at night. Yeah. Sharp. We'll let it run for a minute. Truck needs a little detailing. Yeah, so she's just, I got a little windshield leak in it, so we got that, and I gotta get a heater core put in it. It's just those jobs that we need to get done. Alright, let's see. Let's park her up here for a second. Oh, yeah, rumble, rumble, rumble. Alright. Oh, she's mean. Talk about a cool dashboard. Check this out. Yeah, that's sweet. How awesome was that? Different color on the doors when they're closed and open. That is so cool. Very cool. And good night. Alright kids, we got this Thunderbird all somewhat cleaned up, washed up. The interior is looking pretty nice. This was epic. It took a lot to get it clean. I think I went through a whole bottle of cleaner for the windshield. I just got some rags on dash just to keep the sun off in it. The dash is not cracked, which is a thing that's amazing. And the block is in there just because I'm on a little angle here and it just wants, I'm just trying to air it out a little bit more. I did not clean the headliner. It really needs a new one replaced. It's kind of falling down to a point, but we'll work on that as we go. So we are doing right now, this does not run. I have not yet got this running. This piece here is in the back of the car, so that's nice. So the paints needs to be worked on, so I did a little bit of wet sanding on here. See if we can bring some luster back, and it does look pretty good, but boy, the scratches are pretty deep. There's no cover on this car, so it does have a few issues with it. The hood's got some gnarly marks here where the intercooler scoops are, so we may have to replace the hood. I see there's a few online for pretty cheap, so I might have to snag one. All that fun stuff. It'd be nice when I find a black one, that way I don't have to paint it. But the nose looks pretty good. The headlights aren't too bad. I do have access to another set of headlights that are like really nice looking. So what we're doing right now, we're trying to get the wheels off this thing so we can get the fuel pump out. So right now we got this wheel off. Like I say, we're just doing it around the floor, just kind of like what somebody else would do. I would take it to the shop and work on the hoist, but obviously it doesn't run, and I don't want to leave a dead car up there. We're going to push it in and out, so we are here. So it needs brakes. The brakes are shot on it, so we got some of our liquid wrench. Not my favorite stuff. I'll be honest with you guys, out of all the stuff I've used, and you guys may tell me, oh my, you're crazy. WD-40, I still think, I love that stuff. I think it's one of the better ones. The big thing is you just got to put it on and let it set, just like any of these. Most of these are pretty good, but this is all I had here. I like this also because it does have the, you see where it says anti-seize formula. That means don't drink it, but also it's got the graphite in it. So right now we're trying to get those bolts out in the frame down there. I don't know if you can see those or not, probably not. They're pretty rusty. The underneath this car is not bad. You gotta figure this is 87. This is, let's see, this is 80, no, it's 38 years old. So it's not bad shape. All in all, I mean, the fenders are good. It's got a little rust starting here and there, but we may end up going through and painting this, so once we get it up and going, all that fun stuff. So, I mean, the bottom of the doors has got a little bit of, going on, but a lot of it's surfacing, so I think we get to it now, it won't be so bad. But other than that, that's where we're at. So we're gonna get this gas tank out. We got a new pump for it. Like I say, the gas smells like turpentine in it. It's just nasty. This car has been sitting for 30 years is what we figured. I think the license plate, was it 30 years? I think the license plate was like 94. Was the last time it was plated. I looked through the glove box and seen some registrations in there. I think that's the last we've seen. But other than that, we're gonna get it apart and run with that. So I'm looking for some wheels for it. I found some rims online. I'm trying to get a hold of people. These are American racing wheels. They're nice, but I like the original OE wheels better, so that's what we're running for. That's what we're looking to put on it. Everything works on the car. This door has been painted once, I can see, and somebody polished the death out of it because this is supposed to be black, and you can see it's still black around the edges. Somebody did some heavy polishing, just wheeled that off there, but we're gonna see. It's got a couple dents in it. We got a gnarly dent up here. Let's see, you can see it right there, a little nice dent right there, and we got a good one here in this quarter panel, which you're really not going to see unless it's cleaned up. So I'm not using air tools on it. Just give you guys a little heads up on this stuff. If you're using air tools on these have what they call J nuts, J clips, and they're basically just a metal tab clip that sits inside the frame, and it's just a stamped kind of, it's not even a nut, it's just a stamped shoulder, I'd say, that the bolt threads into, and it's easy to break them off. So you get something that's kind of older, soak it, let it sit, and then just take it out by hand. I know it's a little more hectic and whatnot, but you'll save the hassle, because once you break that J clip off there, and then the bolt's going to spin in the frame, and then you're like, oh, what are we going to do now? Yeah, exactly. So now you're in there with a die grinder trying to cut it off, and that's never cool, especially working on a gas tank. I don't care if it's old gas or not, it still could have some potential of flaming on and all that fun stuff. So just take that as just a little bit of a, yeah. Wife's trying to have a garage sale, so my yard looks like a Sanford and Son right now, and that's just how it goes. But other than that, guys, we're going to try to do is get this apart. I got the one wheel off. This wheel here, I'm having a hard time. It has these lock keys on here. Thankfully, this guy is very meticulous. He did have the lock key in the glove box, but the side here is being really rough. So usually you can take a hammer and smack on those pretty good to give it a little jolt. But I may have to go get an air chisel and put on just to give it a little crack loose and then go from there. So I'm going to work on this fuel pump and so we can get it out of there. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so we got that loose. Like I said, I took my key and put that on there, and I took a hammer, obviously make sure your hand's out of the way, and held it, and I hammered it hard. I mean, I hit it hard. I'm talking like drop your purse, Nancy, and hit that thing. I hit it pretty good, and it finally spun out of there. So if you get rotors, if you ever see rotors that you see and it has that little lock key on there, take your Allen or Torx or whatever it might be that holds it on. Before you even start loosening it, take that Torx and put on there, and take a hammer and just against your socket, or if you don't want to hit your socket, put an extension on it and hit that really hard a few times, and that'll break that loose from here, and it'll spin right out of there. Other than that, a lot of times they'll break off. Just a little heads up on that. So now we can get this out of here, and we can spin that wheel off and all that good stuff. I'm not used to working on the floor, so this is a little rough for me. I'm spoiled. I have a hoist I work on all the time, so this is a little odd for me to do this way. Maybe one day I grow up, I'll buy a hoist and put it in my garage. Wait, I can't do that either. My garage is too short. Okay guys, so it's stuck on there a little bit, so we're going to once again put our penetrating oil in here. We're going to let that set. So that's why I like this, got the graphite in it. So this reminds me of the old Chrysler stuff. Chrysler had this stuff back in the day that was... it was a lot of graphite in it, and they don't make it anymore. I think it's causing cancer. People are drinking it. I don't know, doing, you know, penetrant challenges or whatnot, like a Tide Pod. Well, anyways, that's they don't make it anymore, and that was like the best stuff ever used. Came in these little cans, so good stuff there. These tires are actually in bad shape, but they're kind of dry rotted. They do hold air, but I don't think I'd want to go anywhere with them. Like I say, we'll let that set for a little bit. We may even come back to it, but I'm going to give it a couple smacks of the hammer. These are aluminum covers. I don't plan on using them. You can see the wheels are peeled pretty bad right there, so I mean, I don't even know if I'm going to even sell them or whatnot, but I am not using them. So anyone interested in them, let me know, because I'm not going to be using them, so they're going to go bye-bye. Because that center cap is destroyed. It's starting to come off. There we go. I know that guy's like, oh, I can't believe you're hitting it like that. Hey, I don't care about these wheels. They're in my way. So I got something clicking over here. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the brake or what, but there we go. Ooh, Corrosion City. Yeah, those are pretty euchred. I mean, if I was to use these wheels, I wouldn't use those center caps anyways. You could, but that one's going to be a little dented up. Sorry. Alright, we'll grab the gun and we'll zip that off there. Okay guys, we'll take the old impact gun. So we just got a Sunex. Works pretty good. So most of the stuff I use here at home is pretty much your stuff you'd see any place like AutoZone or something like that. We even got a Stanley hammer. And I do have some mixed snap-on stuff here now at work. Obviously most all of it's snap-on or whatever, but you know, it's your job. It is what it is. My daughter cuts hair and she pays $200 per pair of scissors. I thought, well, you're nuts on that way. I pay that for a ratchet, so I get it. But your business is how you do it. So let's see how this guy comes off here. Oh, like butter. Oh yeah. So these cars came with quad shocks, and you can see that quad shock is quad done over with. It is blown out. Nobody home. So that's good stuff. So we're obviously getting that bolt down way down there yonder. Probably can't see it way up in there. So that's what we're after. So I'm gonna lube all this stuff up, and I love it. Anytime I make any little noise, my dogs go nuts, even though there's nobody here. So I usually bark like crazy when somebody pulls in the yard, but yeah, so Okay, time to crawl underneath and see if we can get this done.